Good afternoon, esteemed guests, teachers, parents, and students. My name is Teresa, and I'm a rising sophomore in high school. I was born in Singapore, coming across the existence of an electronic piano when I was in kindergarten. Since then, music has been a steadfast companion throughout my life, a source of solace, inspiration, and boundless joy. Today, I invite you to embark on a journey through the harmonious corridors of my experience of music, where every note resonates with the spirit of perseverance and passion. My journey with music commenced not with grand aspirations or calculated plans, but with the whims of fate and many accidents. Picture a serendipitous encounter with a neglected piano tucked away in the corner of a house. My family members didn't play any instruments, so naturally they weren't able to teach me. However, they told me that one day, while I was looking for toys in the storage room, I somehow came across this electronic piano. And it was this day and this unexpected encounter that marked the beginning of my life full of music. With tentative fingers, I curiously explored its plastic keys, knocking out random tunes, unaware of the melodies that lay within. And from that day, I began taking simple piano lessons. But back then, I really disliked having a practice schedule, for I was so used to just having fun on the keyboard at any time I wished to. Especially when my piano teacher began to prepare me for the grade 1 piano examination, I hated the class even more. And I almost always ended up crying at the piano after each practice. However, when I passed that examination fairly smoothly, and I got to learn more appealing pieces, my interest in this instrument sparked up, and I got to know more pieces, and I started to enjoy the process of facing challenges and conquering them. Even though I was forced to start taking these lessons, throughout these years, my love for music had unfolded. If learning the piano wasn't accidental enough, playing the trumpet will be the most unexpected thing that had ever occurred in my life. Back in 6th grade, we were taught to play the bamboo flute in music class. Apart from the harmonica and recorder that we learned in primary school, I had never learned wind instruments before. It was until the end of the semester that I knew my music teacher was the conductor of our school's wind ensemble. He had advertised to us about his club, hoping to recruit new members. Knowing how to play the piano and being a member of the school choir was an advantage for me, so he encouraged me to join next semester. I did, and guess what? I just came over here 2 hours ago from the wind ensemble practice. But back then, my top choices were clarinet and flute. Unfortunately, I was told that these two instrument divisions had way too many members already, and I was suggested to choose another. Just as I was worrying, what other instrument could I pick? I knocked into a sophomore from trumpet division. He warmly welcomed me to visit their members and their teachers, introducing to me that it has been many years since a new girl had joined the trumpet division. And so I went with him. And surprisingly, the teacher told me that the shape of my lips were actually suitable for playing the trumpet. Just like that, my trumpet career began. And now I have practiced the instrument for 3 years. From the knocking of keys on an old electronic piano to the many attempts of blowing a note out of my brand new trumpet, every step was marked by an air of uncertainty, an accidental beginning that would shape the course of a musical journey. Through diligence and dedication, I traversed the scales, and I conquered music pieces that I once thought was impossible for me to play fully. The journey was not without its challenges. Hours of practice, moments of frustration, and times of struggle. I'm fairly sure that many of us have gone all through this. Yet, with each obstacle surmounted, I emerged more resilient, and I also had a stronger interest to get more skilled at both instruments. Along this path, I also developed a deep interest in photography. Clicking on the shoot button and freezing all these memorable moments brought me great joy. Not only did I use my phone as a tool to record and capture beauty in nature, I also used it to record all the activities I participated in. Here are a few pictures I took during wind ensemble practice, as well as the pictures of some venues we had competitions in. I had never really been taught photography, so my pictures aren't as artistic or creative as I hoped they would turn out. However, whenever I scroll through my gallery, I still get surprised by how far I've come, and the phrase "time flies" just applies every single time. Looking back at these pictures, I couldn't help but to think how magical my experiences are, and how lucky I am to be part of all these amazing people and amazing things. But amidst the crescendos of success, I encountered the dissonant chords of challenge. The transition from middle school to high school brought with it a cacophony of academic demands, leaving me with minimal time to practice my instruments. Having just started learning the trumpet, I chose to weigh that over piano. And slowly, those black and white keys grew silent as I reluctantly relinquished my grip on this cherished pursuit. The only one thing that I had been holding on to in the past 9 years without having given up even once. Doubt crept in, casting shadows upon my once unwavering resolve. I questioned my abilities, my commitment, and my very identity as a learning musician. I thought about it again and again. How am I supposed to continue with my trumpet practice if I had gotten by with my piano practice so easily? Will that also happen to my newly acquired trumpet career? I have no answer. High school's been reminding me about college applications all year long, from college visits to house programs, and from great assemblies to peer advisor lectures. I'm sure all the high schoolers here can't be more familiar with this. But alongside these changes, I felt anxiousness and worry that I had never experienced before. I knew from the very beginning that I was not able to and not going to pursue a music career. But looking back at my activity list, I could see almost nothing but music. The decision now loomed in the horizon, an inflection point that would change the trajectory of my musical odyssey. Should I abandon music altogether and turn to nothing but endless schoolwork and academics? Or should I embrace its enduring melody, despite its discordant harmony along my chosen path? As I walked towards this new chapter in my life, I found myself grappling with these existential questions. What is the meaning of my perseverance in music? Why should I continue to pursue a passion that seemingly offers no tangible reward? Is there a need for me to continue when I have shown no signs of talent since the first day when there are so many others that have? In the depths of uncertainty, I embarked on a journey of introspection, a quest to unearth the true essence of my musical odyssey. And therein lay the revelation. Music was not merely a pastime, but a profound expression of my identity, my values, and my very soul. This year, not only have I become the leader of trumpet section in our school's wind ensemble, I've also got many awards from competitions in trumpet and performed in many in-school and out-school performances. However, I realized that it was not these honors and achievements that made me the happiest, but the joy and fulfillment I had being around with my friends and teachers, and all the personal growth that I had gained through these experiences. Music has long been an inseparable part of my daily life, a source of solace, inspiration, and unwavering joy, and I knew that there was nothing that could lead me off this path again. Armed with this newfound clarity, I reconciled with myself, wholeheartedly accepting myself as one with no special talent in academics or music, but passionate for both. I understood that music was not something that I could just give up in exchange for better grades, and I was very sure that I would never be able to give up music like how I had given up piano. And so I implore every one of us to heed the cadence of your heart's desires, and let not the cacophony of drought drown your melodies of your dreams. For in the harmony of perseverance lies the symphony of a life well lived, a life where every note, every chord, and every tune sings the song of passion. Last but not least, I hope that you have enjoyed my story today, and may each of us step forward bravely into our unique journeys, filling our hearts with joy, inspiration, and boundless determination. Thank you.